The Colorado River has been flowing for over 5 million years. The river is one of the greatest natural beauties in America. Stretching over 1,450 miles long, the river provides sustenance to ecosystems all across the American Southwest. The river is the center of the Grand Canyon and 11 other national parks that it flows through. In the past century, the U.S. has been harvesting every drop of water they can from the river. Since 1905, there have been 45 industrial dams built along the Colorado River and its tributaries. The river is the primary freshwater source for dozens of major cities across the Southwest. Over 40 million Americans are dependent on the river as their local freshwater source. On top of that, the river is also tasked with supplying water to one of the largest agricultural communities in the country. California produce is in pretty much every grocery store in the country. Although not all of those farms are getting their water from the Colorado River, a water shortage in the river would drastically affect the California produce economy. Industrial use is not the only reason for the current water crisis in the Midwest. There are many other factors that have depleted the supply in the Colorado River. The original plan to divide the river's water supply was created back in 1922. Although the plan satisfied the needs of the 7 states involved, the plan drastically overestimated the amount of water that would be available. The original deal has been modified multiple times. The most recent instance came in the early 2000s when many people were scared that climate change was fueling the drastic drought the Southwest was facing. However, the changes to the bill have always been reactive rather than proactive. The population has grown over 800% since the bill was originally created in 1922. A group of environmental scientists hired by the Colorado and Nevada water conservation districts found that for over the past 2 decades, the bill has oversold the river's water supply by over 500 billion gallons per year. That's over 4 million houses per year that were getting too much water. Our society has grown accustomed to a world where we didn't have to worry about water consumption, and now we partake in many activities that are the root of the problem. The average golf course eats over 300,000 gallons of pumped water per day. In the summer out west, with temperatures resting in the 90s, courses can take over 1 million gallons per day. I'm not in any position to tell people that golf is bad for the environment because, like millions of Americans, golf occupies much of my summer. However, I will be one of the first to tell you that the world will benefit from golf courses moving from grass to an advanced type of AstroTurf. I don't think the water crisis will be solved by eradicating all the activities that consume the most water. However, I think everyone needs to realize the environmental impact that some of our oldest practices have. In the past few years, state governments in the Southwest have taken action independently to reduce water consumption. In Arizona, communities have been redesigning homes to replace lawns and water-consuming plants with large patios and desert plants that require less water. Households that meet water consumption goals are receiving discounts on their energy bills. In 2015, the California government tried to save over 300 million gallons of water from evaporating by filling its freshwater reservoirs with 94 million black plastic shade balls in an attempt to reduce evaporation. Although the problem is currently most evident in the Colorado River, it is just a mere foreshadowing of what is to come to all of our freshwater reservoirs. Just look at the Hoover Dam in 1983 and 2015. You can see how drastic the water shortage in Lake Mead is. Although as a society we have made huge strides in environmental conscientiousness, the population is not going to stop growing. All we can do as citizens to stop the water crisis is watch what we're doing. Here's some tips to help you cut your water consumption around the house. Anytime you're using a faucet, try and limit the time that it is running. The average bathroom faucet uses 4 gallons per minute. Kitchen faucets usually run at 5 or more gallons per minute. Dishwashers typically use less water than doing dishes by hand. Kitchen and housing appliances with the Energy Star certification use significantly less water and energy than any other brands. Some high-pressure showers can use up to 6 gallons per minute, so limiting unnecessary showers can be a great help to the environment. When you're finished with a drink, pour out the ice cubes on a houseplant. That way, you won't have to individually water your plants. The most important thing you can do to reduce your water consumption is to always keep in mind the state of the water crisis. In order to undo the harm that we've created, we must be proactive and never be wasteful. This beautiful world that has taken billions of years to form is rotting away, and we need to take action immediately if we want to save it.